Alright, and it is done. So, I will say, just to start things off, I'm going to start with my absolute favorite part of this, and that is definitely the minifigure. Was it Aloy? Aloy? I don't know. Regardless, this is a magnificent looking figure. Just the hairpiece alone. Moving on, I do love the base, and I think that, of course, this little guy works well, and you can put him wherever you want, basically, as long as the creature will stand on it. And I love the little tree. You can basically make it, like, wind-blown and put it wherever you want. There's basically 3 different, like, biomes worth of stuff. There's rocks, there's grass, there's dirt. And it's just nice looking. It's got a lot going on for how sort of small it is, and it works well together. So yeah, whoops, tree's falling off. But yeah, with that, we're moving on. And before I talk about my least favorite part of the set, we'll move on and look at this guy. So, the Tallneck itself. Genuinely, one of the probably cooler parts of the game that I've seen, at least. I've, again, not actually played the game, but I will say, the stickers on this make sense, they look good, and they work. They're not hard to put on. They're relatively good size stickers that it's not like a pain to put on. I will say some of these are a bit much, but they look good. They add to it, they really give it a nice look, and it makes sense that they made it not stickers because prints would have been very expensive. So now we get to my least favorite part of this set, and that is not the things by themselves, because I love all of them individually, but I do not like the way that they come together, and that is mainly this guy going onto the platform. This is just the most frustrating and unintuitive thing that I have had to do with LEGO in a long time. It's very difficult to do, takes a long time, and it's just not fun. It also takes, even more effort to take it back off, which is just another pain, and I don't know. I don't like that about this set. I think they could have done better with this. I think definitely there's some room for improvement in actually putting this thing on this platform. But otherwise, I do think this is an overall really good looking thing. And once it is on the platform, it works well. And yeah, I just broke it. Okay. But overall, I gotta say, this thing it looks good. It is very, very displayable. And despite it being very delicate, it is very displayable. And it is easy enough to move as long as you don't want to actually play with it and take it off at the stand, which I guess that's okay. But, I mean, this thing looks like it should be playable, which makes it unfortunate that it is as fragile as it is. But regardless, I do really like this. I like most of the things, and when they come together is the only real flaw that I see in this, and even with that, it is still a fantastic build, and it looks just like the thing in the game. That is fantastic. I wish they would make many, many more of these in other games, and I'm really excited to see if they will make more things and creatures like this in games, because obviously this has still been a very popular set with people, and I still like it, and I really wish and hope that LEGO does make more video game related stuff, and not just Mario, but actually video games that people are a little more excited about. With that, overall, I love all the things about this set for the most part. It's just quite fragile and and finicky, as it were. But overall, I would say I do recommend this set. It does look good. It does fit within this world. You can put the minifigure wherever you want, trying to do the little things. Put the little dog wherever it's supposed to go. Quite playable, even though it is fragile. So overall, I gotta say, this is a 4 out of 5, and the fragileness definitely keeps it from being a 5 out of 5. If it was easier to take off and onto the stand, and it was easier to sort of actually play with as a set, this would have a solid 5 out of 5. There is no doubt about that. But for me, this is not quite the best set that I have ever seen. It's just really good. It's definitely worth it. If you can find this at retail price, do go out and get it, because the building is very fun and it looks amazing, obviously. I mean, this stands out above many of the other LEGO sets that I have, so that alone makes it worth it in my eyes. So yeah, with that, thank you all for watching. I am sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so do click them as you please. Mr. HiYodaPanda, out.